Hey everybody, it's Gabe with Rocket Shipping, and I'm coming at you today with an In the Weeds Wednesday, and it's a bit of a different background than you guys are probably used to. I don't have my fancy lighting, and I don't have the background in my office. I'm actually on the road today at the airport, going to visit a client on site, and so I'm out here in the wild doing the videos, and everybody's looking at me weird, and I get it, and it's kind of weird, but I wanted to stay consistent on my posting and make sure I at least put out a quick episode. And so today, what I wanted to talk about quickly was missed pickups for LTL shipping, why they happen, and I'll give a quick breakdown of how you can avoid them and identify which carriers you should be using in your area. So first things first, normal operations for an LTL carrier is going to be to do deliveries in the morning, pickups in the afternoon. There's exceptions to that rule, but that's the standard. So the first thing you're going to want to do if you're having issues with missed pickups is always give the carriers a 2-hour window scheduled for the same day, 2-hour window in the afternoon. The second step you can take, because the carriers are obviously going to sometimes get filled up and you might be last on their route, and that's a lot of times why missed pickups happen, is that their truck got full, they got more freight than they expected from a carrier or from a shipper earlier in the route, is check in with the local dispatches and local dispatch managers and just see which one, what time they're going to be in your area. If a carrier, say LTL carrier, is going to be there between 1 and 3, you're going to have a much better chance of getting that pickup made that day. But then if they say, hey, we're going to be there at 4:30 to 5, that means that's their last stop likely before they head to the terminal to get it on line haul. So, if the driver fills up, you just never know. And so that's two strategies. The second would be pretty obvious. Schedule a day in advance if you can. But the nice third strategy that I would go with is that you're going to have some carriers who are close to you, some who are far away. You really have to talk to the terminal managers and say, hey, if we give you consistent freight on a daily basis, how much did you need? How much, would we need to push to you? And this is for those shippers who are really having trouble with missed pickups on a daily or weekly basis. And just commit to a carrier. If it's $10-15 more than the carrier who's cheaper in the portal that you're using, sometimes that's a cost of doing business. So give a carrier a reason to show up to your facility every day. And then lastly, and I think this is the most important for some of the operations depending on the type of freight you're shipping, make it quick. Have the carrier in and out quick, make it easy. Have the driver, if he wants to help load, that's fine, but make it easy for him to load, get him the paperwork and get him out of there. If you've got long lines, if it's a slow process and it's a half-hour wait to get loaded, that driver is human. And if if he's having a tough day and he knows he's got other pickups to make, he may skip you. And it's not something that, would be his fault or his or her fault, that driver. It's just that if they know they're going to have to sit in a line and they're not going to make other pickups, eventually they're going to prioritize the other pickups. So that's In the Weeds a bit. Quick video. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.